Coming up on Mountain News this morning, counties across eastern Kentucky continue to see rough roads caused by ice and snow, and power crews continue working in order to help bring back the light to people in our region.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. I'm Dakota Makris. It's Tuesday and it's almost 6 o'clock. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for waking up with us. And let's take it over to Brandon Robinson for a look at that forecast. Brandon, I'm sure many people are heading back to work today after having MLK Day off, which you said people not working yesterday and schools closed were actually great for the roads.
It really helped. It really did, because a lot of people were not on the roads yesterday, so that was a major help for the crews who were trying to get out there, those road crews who were trying to get those scraped off. So it felt pretty good this time around, but unfortunately today, still slick out there. Anything that looks wet, like over at US 119, US 23 at Pikeville, probably is ice, but some of that is just wet. So just be careful. Give yourself plenty of time to get where you're going today and slow down. Trust me, I know from personal experience that you got to be careful out there. 17 in Monticello to 29 again in Middlesboro. They spiked at 30 briefly, but a lot of 20s out there this morning. So keep a jacket handy and bundle up, because it's going to be a warmer day, closer to average. 41 is our forecast high, 44 the average high, but the record high, man, I wish we had this today, 71, set back on this day in 1996. Dakota?
Don't we all? Like many counties in our region, Harlan County was hit with a mix of rain, snow, sleet, and ice Sunday, later being covered by heavy snow. Our Jade Saylor has more from county officials about road conditions in the region.
Harlan County saw a mixture of weather conditions before being blanketed in a wet snow around 8 p.m. Sunday.
We started at 6 a.m. this morning on county roads. But a lot of the roads that were treated earlier snowed back over with the swath of snow that came in from the northwest this morning about 7.
The snowfall has caused only a few car accidents and power outages.
We've had a couple of minor accidents, but nothing significant. There have been a couple of power outages. But when you have a heavy wet snow, you always worry about a lot of those, and we haven't seen that with this one.
State and county road crews are making progress on main roads.
The main roads are looking a lot better. 421 and 119 are in pretty good condition now. The state's done a wonderful job on those.
But secondary roads are not as clear or safe to drive on yet.
We have a lot of secondary roads in Harlan County. Yeah, we have 1,500 county roads. A lot of state secondary roads, so they're working them. With temperatures like this and the fact that it's still snowing here as of about 1 o'clock, it's just a challenge to continue to try to treat those.
The ice and rain that came before the snow is making it more difficult to clear roads quickly.
With all that rain and sleet and stuff that we had yesterday, the roads were wet, so it formed a layer of ice. So you hear that crunching when you're driving. That takes extra time and extra attention to treat that, so they're having to go over these things repeatedly.
Judge Executive Dan Mosley asks that people be patient, but know they are working on getting the roads in good condition. In Harlan County, Jade Saylor, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, officials believe conditions will be a lot better by this afternoon, but warn caution when traveling, especially this morning. Road crews in Breathitt County had a bit of a slow afternoon yesterday. Kentucky Transportation Cabinet officials say compared to some other counties, Breathitt County, got off easy. Department of Highways District 10 spokesperson H.B. Elkins says yesterday's holiday made road clearing a lot easier.
A lot of government offices are closed, post office closed, no mail run. Schools, if they weren't already closed for the holiday, would have been closed anyway.
Elkins says they still urge everyone to stay off the roads if possible. Well, we've been tracking power outages across the state, and outages are still affecting folks in southeastern Kentucky. Several thousand people are without power, about 1,500 in Laurel County alone. Crews are working to restore power, but the same weather that caused the outage is making that difficult. They say they are running into broken poles and bad road conditions. Several customers saw this as an opportunity instead of an inconvenience.
It kind of forces you to be together and communicate, and everybody's a little bit concerned. Our daughter lives mile away. Well, she texts first thing. She's got a young child this morning. She texted 4:30 and said my electric's off, and we said, well, just cover up good, we'll be to you if we need to.
Right now, there is no timetable for when power will be restored. Up in Rowan County, slick roads and ice remain a concern for many. Some Morehead State University students had to brave wintry conditions as they moved in for the spring semester. While the main roads like I-64 have been cleared, smaller local roads, well, still remain slick. Something many students and parents say this made the particular move in incredibly difficult.
This is the worst move in.
I think this is the coldest and wettest.
Classes will be canceled tomorrow.
Well, I have another day to get settled.
Alan Blair with District 9 of the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says that with the sun peeking out today and temperatures expected to be in the 40s, he's hopeful anything that is left on the roads will melt. While the roads have been a major concern in Floyd, County, the tree lines were another story as heavy snow left many communities in the dark. Our Buddy Forbes has more about how crews have been working through the night to bring back the light.
While the winter weather is working its way out,
the RECCs, the AEP, our crews, the state crews, all the folks that keep the lights on and keep the traffic moving,
the work continues.
They don't realize the preparation that goes in to take care of as many homes as we possibly can, as quickly as we can.
As crews take on the elements to restore safety and security to people across the region.
In these conditions, the roads are terrible because of the heavy wet snow, trees down, and then they're having to negotiate with these roads and hills in eastern Kentucky.
Line workers like those from Big Sandy RECC worked to repair poles and restore electricity to hundreds of members following Sunday night's snowfall.
And it depends on the inches that we have, the amount of heavy wet snow that we have will give you how much damage that we have.
Saying this time, with only a couple of inches in most places, they were lucky.
We actually dodged a bullet.
Floyd County Judge Executive Robbie Williams says that was a blessing based on the recent hits the county has taken and the potential danger the heavy wet snow could have brought.
With 2 snowstorms on top of the flooding, it's been tough.
But as hundreds of people awaited restoration Monday afternoon, the crews kept digging.
They've really done a fantastic job against the adversity of the weather.
Saying as the hits keep coming,
we're weathering the storm.
They will keep climbing. In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Road crews in Lee County have been improving slowly, but power outages could be affecting the area until tonight. That's why the Lee County government has opened a warming station at the Happy Top Community Center. Folks in the area who are in need can call 911 to be picked up and brought to the center. You're asked to bring snacks and bedding if you intend to stay.
But if your road is covered with snow right now, we'll get to you as quickly as we can if it's a county road. The state roads, the state's doing their job as quickly as they can. And so I anticipate that the roads will be open no later than tomorrow.
Now, Beattyville Water in Lee County is also experiencing a water outage due to an issue with the main pump. The company advises customers to be very conservative with their water and only use it if necessary. The winter storm also dumped snow and ice up in Ohio, leaving some areas buried under as much as 2 feet of snow and causing hazardous conditions on the roads.
The mild winter so far made up for lost time, and it made up for it in a big way. It wasn't a matter of if you get stuck, but instead a matter of when.
I got stuck twice today already, so that's not fun.
Came out, I saw the fire truck stuck down here. There was a couple cars stuck in the road. I think my neighbors were stuck. A couple of the neighbors were out here.
State Road near I-480 was a mess most of the day. First, a semi got stuck. Then, a bus did too. Walls of ice and snow greeted drivers that dared to venture out like Anthony Robles.
And I was just driving around trying to find somewhere to park, but the side streets, they're not plowed yet, so everybody's getting stuck today.
And I went to sleep okay. I'll be able to just go to the pharmacist in the morning. Not quite. So I can't see out of this eye at all right now, so I'm just trying to hurry up and knock this out so I could force my way out of here to go to one of these pharmacies.
The winter storm made matters difficult, especially for first responders like these Cleveland firefighters that had to park and then walk to an emergency call.
City officials say they've dispatched every available resource, including more than 70 plows and trucks and more than 100 staff members across 3 shifts.
All the stuff we missed in December got us right now.
41 years this month I'll be living in Cleveland, so I'm not unfamiliar with this at all.
Doesn't mean you enjoy it, though.
Doesn't mean I enjoy it, not at all.
Coming up on 6:10 on this Tuesday morning, it is dark out on the Mountain Parkway, but you can see just well enough to see that there is possibly some icing going on the roads there. Let's take a look at that camera, and you'll be able to see, again, just a little bit of snow still on the side of the roads there. And again, anything that's wet could be icy at times. So just kind of keep an eye on that as you head out this morning. Travel lightly, travel slowly, and you'll be okay. Again, temperatures anywhere from the teens to the almost 30-degree mark there. 29 in Middlesboro, 18 in Monticello. A lot of low to mid to upper 20s there across our region. 41 today as we see clouds give way to some sunshine. Again, be careful this morning as we get above freezing. That will help melt some of this off. But unfortunately, we are tracking another system that could bring us more chances for rain and accumulating snow tomorrow night. And then after that, bitter cold temperatures. So we just cannot catch a break this week or this month. Dakota?
No, we cannot. Thank you, Brandon. More news is on the way. Coming up, scientists overseas test the effectiveness of a 4th dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. That's on the way.